is up? It's Jan back at it again with another Nerdy Bookish video. This is my September wrap-up. First of all, disclaimer, ignore how messy my background is. I'm in the midst of packing because I'm about to move at the end of the month, as a lot of y'all know. Oh, I found a sock. My life is chaotic. My apartment is a freaking mess. But got my handy dandy Stitch mug. We all know what that means. And we also already know what that means because I already said that this is my September wrap-up. Staying on brand, it's going up late, it's fine. As usual, we start with the stats. Oh, okay. Wow, I'm so like disoriented. If you're new here, I do all my wrap-ups in the form of the reread, rewrite, burn tag. I started this in January, never looked back. It's more fun to do my wrap-ups this way. I'm not good at articulating my thoughts anyway, so this is a quick, easier, fun, I almost said funner. Way to do a wrap-up for me, because otherwise I find them boring to film, and this is more randomized. I have all the books that I read on pieces of paper. I pick 3 at a time. I say whether I would reread, rewrite, or burn them, which is basically fuck, marry, kill, but make it bookish. Yeah, I just like this way because like it doesn't match up with your star ratings usually, because you don't know what you're gonna get, you know? So like you have to pick one to burn even if you enjoyed your reading experience. I'm wearing my cute ass new bat sweater, and I just took some bookish pictures, so I decided why not film before the natural lighting goes away. As I was saying, as usual, we start with a recap for the month. These are all like my monthly stats. The number of books I read in September was 13. Number of pages read, 3,903. I was really bad at keeping up with my 100 pages a day last month. We're not gonna talk about it. Number of Chicago appearances, only 1, y'all. Out of 13, Chicago appeared once. Amazing. It's happening less and less frequently, and for this one I knew Chicago was going to be mentioned because it was mentioned in the synopsis, so love that for me. Again, if you're new here, I keep track of how many times Chicago pops up in my books, because there was a time where it was like literally every book I picked up mentioned Chicago one way or another. Like it wasn't even a big part of the story, it was just like a little mention, and it would just, why? There are so many other cities, you know? I say that all the time. I'm from like 30 minutes away, so it really bothers me because I really have a hatred toward that city, like more than ever now, for several reasons. Except the music scene, Chicago's music scene, dope. Number of BIPOC authors that I read was 9, which is really good for out of 13 books. Also, 13 is lower than usual for me. Did I read more in August than I did in September? Oh my god, I read 14 books in August and I was going through the most. That's insane. Okay, sorry. This might be my worst reading month of the year. Yikes! Okay, best book, The Sweetest Remedy by Jane Igharo. I gave this one 5 stars. I expected this to be a high rating because I loved her debut novel so much, but I didn't expect this to not be as focused on the romance and how much it emphasized self-love and the family. I was just like super connected to all the characters, and it was a really quick read. It took place mostly in Nigeria, which was cool because I learned a lot about the Nigerian culture. I'm usually like, I have to be in the mood to read about big families. I don't know if it's because I have such a big family and it's just like annoying to me sometimes, but yeah, this one was fun. Yeah, like I said, my favorite part was all the talk about self-love and the character development of our main character. This one is about this girl who finds out her estranged father has passed away, and then it was like in his will for her to meet all her siblings who are from another mother, so she goes to Nigeria for the funeral and then meets everyone, and then there's of course a bunch of family drama, and then just being in Nigeria and meeting all these people makes her learn so much about herself. And then of course there's a romance with a guy she meets, and it was really good, and it's such a gorgeous cover. I think I already packed it away. Damn, that's so sad. Okay, worst book of the month was Skim by Mariko Tamaki. This was a graphic novel. I read it for Sapphicathon. Honestly, I couldn't tell you why I didn't like this book. I was kind of intoxicated while reading this with Jessie, because Jessie visited me for Sapphicathon in September and it was so much fun. So I started the night off with this book and I read it in one sitting, and I really did not like it. I really loved Laura Dean Keeps Breaking Up With Me by the same author and illustrator. I think it's the same illustrator. I could be wrong. I think so. But this one, like, I just remember how shitty The Best Friend was. Just like, unnecessarily rude. And then like the storyline itself, I didn't really like. I don't know. I only picked it up because Naomi picked it up for our very first Sapphic-a-thon in July. She said it was witchy and she said I might like it, but no. I gave that one 2 stars, I believe. Maybe 1. No, I gave it 2 stars. I don't know why I didn't give it 1. I didn't take notes on it because again, I wasn't in the right mindset. Books left on September TBR at 13 out of 22. Yeah, I don't know who I was putting 22 books on my TBR, but we all know we're ambitious in this household. I did not read a classic this month. Shocker. I did not read a 500+ page book. Another shocker. For Books and Lala's Buzzword-a-thon, the buzzword for September was dark, and I read In a Dark Dark Wood by Ruth Ware, which I gave 4 stars. I listened to that strictly on audio. It definitely made work go by faster, but at first I remember thinking like, why is this not as creepy as I thought it would be? Like there was a lot of talk about this girl who, I don't know, something about her ex, and like her ex was getting married to a friend and then she was invited to the wedding party or whatever, and then I don't know, I don't even remember. I just know I really liked the ending and I really liked how the mystery and the reveals were developed. See, this is why I should do these a lot earlier so I actually remember everything, you know. Okay, that is all for stats, and now let's pick our 3. Firekeeper's Daughter by I can't remember if the narrator said Angeline or Angeline Booley, because I listened to this one on audio and I followed along because she thick. Yeah, okay, sorry, I need to move on. Sweetest Remedy by Jane Caro. The Perfect Place to Die by Bryce Moore. Oh snap. Okay, Firekeeper's Daughter, I'm sorry, I will burn because I was so disappointed by this book and how, not only how YA it was, but it was like heavy on romance, which I was not expecting. I wanted more of the thrillery aspect, but also the thrillery aspect took too long to get where it needed to go. This is almost 500 pages, I believe. It's definitely over 400, so I just felt like it was too long. I really enjoyed listening to it on audio and hearing all the pronunciations and terminologies that were spoken of in the book, and I really liked learning about all of that, but the plot itself was just not it for me. It fell flat. I don't know, like nothing in it really shocked me, and I didn't really care. I was really sad because this was one of my most anticipated of 2021, and it's a beautiful cover. So yeah, that vlog will be going up after this wrap up. Moving on. I would reread The Sweetest Remedy, obviously, because it was my favorite book of the month. We already talked about it. And then The Perfect Place to Die, I really enjoyed. I guess I just rewrite it to not mention Chicago because this was the only one. It took place in the time period of the Chicago World Fair. So, I mean, just pick another serial killer era and that's how I'd rewrite it. But it was really good. It was a YA thriller and the ending shocked me. And I have really good memories associated with this book. I don't know, sorry, it just makes me smile. Yeah, it was actually really creepy and shocking, and there were some gory scenes, I believe, if I remember correctly, and I read it really quickly, and I haven't heard anyone else talk about it, and I love the cover. Here's the cover. I got it from the library, so I don't own it. The Last Time I Lied by Riley Sager, Monstrous Volume 5, which is a graphic novel. I can't remember the author's name. I'm so sorry. I read like 3 of these volumes this month, but there's the author. And then Vespertine by Margaret Rogerson. Okay, Monstrous Volume 5 I really enjoyed. Okay, The Last Time I Lied I Would Burn. That was my least favorite Riley Sager, I almost said vlog. Riley Sager book. I've now read all of Riley Sager's books. I will link the vlog down below and I rank all of them, but spoiler alert, The Last Time I Lied is my least favorite. So if you want to hear all my thoughts about that in real time, the vlog will be linked down below. I'm really proud of that one because I actually, you know, accomplished my goals. And then Vespertine, I would, shoot. Oh no. Oh, did I not say ratings? Oh my god, I didn't say ratings. Perfect Place to Die, I gave 4 stars. Firekeeper's Daughter, I gave 3 stars. Last Time I Lied, I gave 3 stars. Vespertine, I would rewrite. There was a lot of religious talk that obviously it was like necessary to the book, but I feel like some of it could have been omitted. So rewrite Vespertine, but I did really like it. I gave it 4 stars. I got an arc of this book from this girl, Isabella, who's super sweet and sent me a bunch of arcs. She works for a book store. I don't know why that took me so long to get out, but yeah, this one I read in September, but it didn't come out until October, so I was really excited about it. I loved how floppy the cover is. She's the Feminist Bookworm on Instagram. I really enjoyed this one. I loved Margaret Rogerson's writing. I loved the vibes, so atmospheric. My favorite character was the Rivener. Yeah, the Rivener. And I really liked our main character's sass as well. And yeah, I'm excited to continue with the series because I think this is her first, yeah, this is her first book that's not a standalone. So I still have yet yet to read An Enchantment of Ravens too. That was on my September TBR after reading that. I added it on after reading that book, and yeah, I didn't get to it obviously, but it's super short and I've had it for years, so I gotta get to that soon. Monstrous Volume 5 I would reread. I really enjoyed reading through the Monstrous series. The art style is unmatched. The art style of Monstrous. If you didn't know, it's a graphic novel. There are a bunch of queer characters. There's sapphic relationships. I just loved it. The plot itself, I was pretty much confused the entire time, all 5 volumes. I know the 6th one came out and I got a Hoopla notification for it, but I couldn't open it because that library card that I have connected on there expired, and like I don't even live there anymore, so like it's a whole thing. So anyway, really enjoyed Monstrous. Okay, next 3. Monstrous Volume 3, Love Sickness by Junji Ito, and then In a Dark Dark Wood by Ruth Ware. Love Sickness I gave 4 stars, and Monstrous Volume 3 I gave 4 stars as well. Ooh, okay, Love Sickness I would reread. I loved my Junji Ito experience. It was my first time reading manga ever. That vlog's gonna be up in a week as of now when this video goes up, so if you're watching this like not right when it uploads, check that out if you haven't already. Sorry if I forget to link it down below, but I did read 3 Junji Ito books, and I just started volume 1 of Uzumaki and I'm so excited. But yeah, I would reread Love Sickness. Love Sickness was my favorite out of the 3 that I read. The other 2 I finished in October, so there will not be in this wrap up. I'd probably burn In a Dark Dark Wood. Like, I really enjoyed it, but clearly it was kind of a forgettable story for me because I can't remember anything. It was my first Ruth Ware, so I'm excited to read more of her books after this one. Like, that's not like the first and last book I'll read by her, because I know there are a lot of mixed opinions about Ruth Ware, but I'm willing to give her more chances. Yeah, I don't know. I just wouldn't reread it. It was a fun time, but you know, probably never again. And then Monstrous Volume 3 Rewrite is the one that's left, right? Yeah. Okay, so as for all the Monstrous books, I think there was one that didn't have what I'm about to talk about. What if it's this one? That'd be so awkward. But anyway, as of all the Monstrous book, we'll just say it for the sake of this video. There are these parts after the chapters. I've said this before for volumes 1 and 2 in previous wrap-ups, but there are pages where this cat talks, and it talks about like the history and like stuff for the plot, and like I was already confused as it was, so that kind of just confused me even more and made me slow down the book. It was always before, oh my god, it was always before the next chapter starts, so I was just eager to get to the next chapter. But this page with all these speech bubbles for information that I didn't understand anyway were always at the end of every chapter, so I would rewrite it in that sense and just take those parts out, or just like embed that information in the story instead of having those like little extra pages at the end of chapters, you know? Okay, we have Mexican Gothic by Sylvia Moreno Garcia, which was my full moon book club pick of September. If you didn't know, I run a book club called the Full Moon Book Club. Our live discussions are every full moon of the month, so I don't control when my live shows are. We let the moon decide around here. I run it myself, but I do have a guest every month. All that information will be linked down below. There's a Google form for you to fill out if you want to participate. I mean, it's not required, but it helps me get to know y'all and helps me match faces to names or whatever when I talk to y'all during the live shows and Instagram and stuff. And if you ever read any of the books from my book club, please tag me in your posts if you post pictures on them on Instagram. I love reposting and seeing your posts. I feel like I said posts like 97 times. Okay, Within These Wicked Walls by Lauren Blackwood. This I read as an e-arc, and this has not come out yet. This comes out in November, I believe. And the last one I have is Skim. Okay, Burning Skim, we all know that, was coming. Mexican Gothic, I'd reread. I really enjoyed it. did I give it 5 stars? Did I really? Oh no, yeah, no I didn't. I gave Monstrous Volume 5 5 stars. Did I say that? I don't think so. This is a mess. I'm sorry, but what's new? Mexican Gothic I gave 4 stars. So this one I binged and finished 2 minutes before my live show. I binged it with the audiobook. The audiobook was really good. The story was really good. The writing, immaculate. The atmosphere, it was there. I had really high expectations for like the gruesomeness of it, specifically in relation to mushrooms, because everyone like hyped that up for me. But yeah, no, it was overhyped in terms of the mushroom things, because like, I don't know. I don't even like mushrooms in the first place, but if I did, I'd still eat them. Whatever. I'll have my dedicated reading vlog for Mexican Gothic linked down below, as well as the live show with Cami from Burrows and Books, so y'all can find out all my thoughts as well as Cami's. But I would reread Mexican Gothic because it was really good and I own it, so why not? Within These Wicked Walls I would rewrite. I don't know how. This one took me forever because I was reading it through my phone, so go figure, but it literally took me months. Like, I started this I think in like May and I just finished it in September. I really enjoyed the romance in this book. It's a Jane Eyre retelling written by a BIPOC author and then make it fantasy. I wasn't really a fan of like the world building or anything. Like, I didn't didn't really care for it, but the romance and the characters and their dynamic with each other were all really good. So that's what made it 3 stars for me. Was that 4 rounds? And then I have one more. So this is the wild card, Monstrous Volume 4. I'd reread. And I gave Monstrous Volume 4 3 stars. I don't know why. Maybe it's the one that took me the longest. Did I read that one for Sapphic-a-thon? Yeah, I think so. I think I was reading that one during my sprints with Jessie when they were here. Jessie and Chanel. Yeah, that was a fun time. I'll have that live show linked down below too. That was my September wrap up. If you made it to the end of this video, leave a bat emoji in the comments down below. Y'all know my aesthetic has been super batty lately. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments down below as well if you've read any of these books and if you loved or hated them as much as I did. Did I say hope y'all had a great day already? Hope y'all had a great day. Stay safe and stay positive always, and I'll see y'all in my next one. Bye!